Alrighty, this is P.O.C. This is the entity engaged in federal stalking on the venue of the internet, which is the Upland Public Library, where the entity is repeatedly connecting and disconnecting the internet, doing so in the venue where I have shown you in here that the entity keeps a fake sun from the time that I enter until the time that I exit, which is what I documented yesterday. The entity is engaged in harassment. So the demons that are going to prison, it includes Joy, Adam, Tuckerman, the demons that are engaging in pacing, the demons that are engaging in what are stalking in the path by being in relevant position here. This is Alyssa. She's a gang stalking employee. Engaging what are pacing in and out of these venues over, well, this is a venue pacing in and out of the doorways. Those are the employees that have access to that. And the entities engaged in what is interfering with the internet. Okay, so when you see the purpose that I listen to, because demons are stalking with noise, they are blocked out. The entity that's engaged in what is harassment is interfering with the internet in order to harass me with the amplified noise of demons pacing in and out of doorways. This is how the surveillance on the internet is coinciding with what is surveillance in relevant position. These are tactics regarding what are going to be involuntary commitments of psychopaths like Joy, whose office is in the path. She's gang stalking. She's engaging in what is very heavily documented psychological torture, which is going to put her in prison. She's documented engaging in that with the people of the state who are stalking in a venue that's associated with the government. This is the city of Upland. The entity's engaging in what is repeatedly interfering with this Wi-Fi network, where the entity's maintaining criminal surveillance violation of Title 18. Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. While the Wi-Fi signal doesn't change, I am becoming increasingly connected and disconnected, which the entity is controlling. They're doing so now in order to engage in what is showing themselves to be psychopaths, vagina monitors, who are also engaging in what is stalking with noise while my vagina is exposed. That's the entity that's interfering with what it is that I'm listening to in order for me to be harassed with the ongoing amplified sound of doors slamming while they're stalking with audible activity, which is mentally ill behavior. This is also mentally ill conduct by the entity while I document this. And this is what you need to know is associated with a whole department under Marcelo Blanco, a whole department under Daniel Muncie, the vagina monitors that are the San Bernardino County fire. This is the entity that is engaged in this pettiness regarding what is worshiping me. This is how much of a focal point that I am. You also know that through the unnatural environment, such as the fake sun that remains over the roof. In fact, while the entity covered up the fake sun over me into Upland is also evidence of them worshiping. Why do you know that? Because the sun would never be over me while I enter this venue at 10 o'clock and still in alignment while I exit this venue at 7 p.m. But that's exactly what the evidence shows. This is POC. This is relevant to time in prison and involuntary commitments. That's POC. It's currently 2:17 p.m. This is documentation of harassment and psychological torture.